Hello friends, I welcome you in today's video. And today, towards the end of the 2nd October, Gandhi Jayanti, I would like to just present a few things, few principles of Gandhiji, which probably we all have been knowing and we all have been reading them again and again, but we are not applying them. And so today I just want to recall certain principles that Gandhiji used to observe and follow as a part of his life. And Gandhiji always said one thing: my life is my message. He always said that my life itself is a message. So we all have to think that we are living a life, and we are living a life in a way that the life itself is giving a message to the people who are coming in contact to us. Probably you might not be living the same way till now. Probably you are having your history of some bad behaviors since last 30 years, 20 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. But the change can begin from any moment. And the change can be now, it can be anytime in the future, it would have started in the past. But it takes time for the people to realize the lawyer Mahatma Gandhi in a revolutionary M.K. Gandhi or Gandhi Bapu, or later on known as the Father of the Nation. It dawns upon you that you have to change your life in a way that people start following you and you become an idol or example for the people you want to teach or preach. Preaching without action or implementation is just a story. So always try to be authentic, and these principles have been observed and are taken care of in so many things in our day-to-day life which we don't realize. So let us quickly brief first the principles that Mahatma Gandhiji gave us. The first thing was, he said Swadeshi. Swadeshi is use local products or native products and promote local things and native things rather than exporting or getting the things from other places, importing the things and using things that are branded or that are from other things. If you wear a khadi shirt or a khadi clothes which will wear off faster and not having a tag of either any company or any brand on it, right? You need not to show a brand on your clothes. The brand should be seen in your brain and in your brain. So try to use local and native things. That was the first message from Gandhiji. The second message was Swaraj, that is self-regulation. Swaraj doesn't mean only regulating the country, regulating the state, regulating the... It means regulating your own world, your own inner and outer self. The third thing was Sarvodaya, that is hope the good for all, or rise for all, or rise together. So he always said that everybody should be benefited with something that we are doing rather than looking for self-beneficiary. Then he said that hold on to the truth. Today we are living in a world where there are so many opinions that are projected on our mental state. There are so many opinions that have been projected and that have been pushed inside as beliefs in our minds, and we are using these beliefs for doing whatever we want to do. And here, that is what Gandhiji used to say, that stop putting yourself in a position where you cannot differentiate between truth and opinions. Whatever in the world we are accepting as beliefs or we are accepting as limitations, just check out whether these are truth, sheer truth, or whether it is just a belief or opinion that somebody has planted in your subconscious brain and you are now using that as your GPS to go around. Then Gandhiji said simplicity. Simplicity is the key point where, and I always said that simplicity is the root of is a sign of depth of knowledge. So when you are simple in explanation, that means the knowledge is super deep. if somebody is trying to create a turmoil of words, if somebody is trying to create a word cloud from fancy words around you, that means there is missing thing is authenticity. So simplicity implies the depth of knowledge. Simplicity of explanation implies the depth of knowledge. Simple living, high thinking is a theory that is used. People use this also in their own context. I'll discuss this later. And then there is Shanti or serenity. Serenity is different from silence or peace. Silence is external silence. Peace is internal silence, and serenity is a balance between the external and internal silence. And how to achieve these states? Gandhiji has given 7 rules that I have summarized over here. The first rule that Gandhiji has given is be truthful in thought, speech and action. When you are authentic in thought, speech and action, when you are authentic, when you are showing that yes, you are what I am in front of the camera and what I am talking to you, the same things I also practice, then that is what is truth in speech, and there is congruence in thought, speech and action. There is no diversity that I am thinking something and speaking something and I am doing something. So whenever you try to follow or whenever you try to preach other person, take a second and look inside that whether I do this the same thing. Like what is happening during this corona time also with the use of mask and the use of sanitizer, that people are wiser to advise other people about the effects and ill effects of corona as well as using of precautions, but when it comes to themselves, everything is taken for granted. So this is the first thing, that your action, your speech and your thoughts should be in single flow. The second thing Gandhiji said was vegetarian food and balanced diet. Today people are scientists, Western scientists have done research, lot of research on the importance of vegan diet or vegetarian diet and a balanced diet, and now people are teaching and preaching and giving certificates and giving degrees to people for teaching them what is a balanced diet and how a balanced diet can help the body benefit, which was preached, not preached, which was actually demonstrated, idled by Gandhiji long back. And now people are doing lots and lots of, there are more than 22,000 research papers which say that only food and food and food can heal your body, can keep you slim, can keep you fit, can keep you energetic, can keep you alive. Rather than going for a variety of Western foods that we are adopting in our life now and we are preparing in our life now, the vegan food and the simple food is the best in a balanced diet according to the Indian yogic practices also, and according to the Indian way of cooking, Dadiji's cooking we say in that way also. The third thing Gandhiji said was work for a cause besides earning. You have a socio-political responsibility also when it comes to performing your services. It's not that you do everything for money and you are doing your job and you feel that is enough that I am serving the society. Today, with the rise in technological advances, people have become confined to their own environments. People have become confined and busy in their own pursuits. They do not understand or they do not believe or they do not spare time for giving services. I am not saying that you go daily evening with a group of friends and sit there and chit chat and talk about political issues and talk about the corona going around the world and talk about the Sushant's murder or death and talk about the drug racket that is going on. That's all. That is not a socio-political talk. That is a time waste. It's a wastage of time. Already what is happening, and all the news channels or the newspapers, all the media, all our social circles or our social media is surrounded and bombarding us with the things that are irrelevant for our brain and for our body. And we are just taking, it's not that you should not think over the facts that are being showed or that are being proposed over here, but it is that you should not get so much engrossed in discussing into that you become negative from yourself and you start getting those feelings in yourself. as if what are the feelings that are generally projected. Socio-political environment, social political work means helping a person who is an old age person in your society to get his day-to-day needs, helping somebody in your vicinity so that they can be blessed and they can feel that yes, they needed and they have got what they have needed. And helping a needy is the first and the foremost thing that is to be done, not helping a person who is already able. So try to understand the depth of this and try to be an important part of socio-political system by providing the services for good that you can provide rather than the other way. Respect for all, whoever it might be in your vicinity. You just have to keep a respect for everybody, starting from the watchman of your society till the cleaner of the society, till the cleaner of your house, till your wife, children, kids, your parents, your seniors, your juniors, your friends. And if you don't show it, that doesn't mean there is no respect. When you don't call your friends, it doesn't mean that you don't respect them. If you are just being connected, if you are just being happy with what they are doing in their life and what is their state in their life, that is also a sign of respect. Respect doesn't mean giving in, becoming a fan, sharing all the posts, liking all the posts, commenting on all the posts on social media. Respect doesn't mean, these are concrete definitions that life has given. Respect means keeping the person in your heart. And when I have a respect for my anchor, for my mentor, when I have a respect for my gurus, when I have a respect for my teachers, I do not need to show it to the world until and unless if I had it in inside and if I am true about it in my heart. So respect everybody in the correct sense, in the way they are and in the way they are serving you, whichever way they are serving. Do not project your emotions on them and do disrespect to anybody. Do not take as granted. Refrain from use of drugs, any kind of drugs, and here Gandhiji meant alcoholism and tobaccoism. So use of tobacco or alcohols or sedatives or any drugs is killing your own workability, killing your own ability. God has given you a sense of working. Now what is happening today is we are trying to work at the speed of technology we use. The technology is far more faster. The technology has grown up to gigabyte speeds and we are trying to catch up with the technology, and this catching up with the technology is creating a lot of stress and a lot of impatience and a lot of hurriedness, a lot of attention deficit in all of us. And the moment you sit free, you cannot sit free without the phone in your hand or without watching a input from any social media. And that is why it is said that at least 10 minutes a day you should try to sit in silence, sit with yourself, sit with eyes closed so that you get centered. So we are trying to run with the speed of the technology that is running around us, and that is what is actually causing lots and lots of problems in our relationships, in our health, in our life, in ourselves and in our mind also. So try to get this. All religions are equal. Now this I'll not comment a lot, but yes, it is respectable to give a respect to all the religions equally. No religion is good, no religion is bad, no religious people are good, no religious people are bad, and always understand there is one power that is omnipotent, omniscient and omnipresent, and which is controlling whatever we cannot understand. And it is within us, it's not outside, because the world is what you react to it, it is not by itself. The world is how you get it. As I always quote in my videos, that Mowgli was left in a jungle and he was left with the wild animals. So that was the world for him. And when he adapted the human life, that was the world for him. So the world is what we make of it by our reactions, not what it is and how we perceive it. So correct the perceptions about everything and keep your mind absolutely in serenity or silence. And the last thing he said was ahimsa. ahimsa or non-violence, not only in the sense of physical violence, in the sense of mental violence, in the sense of inner voice. When if you are there was a mystic known as Dada Bhagwan, and Dada Bhagwan always said that adjust everywhere, number one, and number two, avoid resistance. So when we say that you have to keep ahimsa, that means you have to stay away, you have to refrain from any sort of violence, mentally, physically, inside us also, not only outside us. Don't there are so many people who, when they cannot speak outside, they speak inside, and they tell all the things to themselves when they are speaking inside, and this is what is creating frustration, this is what is creating lot of self doubt, this is what is reducing self image, this is what is cutting down the self presentation and our own image in our own eyes, which is actually degrading our working outside in the world also. And this suppression of emotions, suppression of hinsa, suppression of subtle violence within us, when you feel that I want to take it out, I want to kill somebody, I want to beat somebody, I want to thrash something out, I want to blast off what is inside me, that means you have suppressed a lot of violence inside you. And the answer to this was doing one thing at a time, sitting in silence for some time, and using the resources as much as needed. And we know, we have heard about so many stories from Gandhiji, and his life was exemplary. All I would like to say, guys, is that even I am still in the process of accepting this particular thing in my life. And daily, one quote of Gandhiji, when it comes, any quote of Gandhiji when it comes and when it crosses my eyes, I always feel that yes, this is the truth of the life, and this is what the man has lived for. So live what you mean and be transparent inside and outside. You need not go for any type of violence, you need not go for any type of spirituality, you need not go for any type of following of philosophies, you need not go for following of leaders, you need not go for anything, because when you are transparent inside out, you are authentic inside out, you are what you are in front of yourselves and in front of world, then automatically you come to a place where your mind silences and you start enjoying and living the life for the purpose that you have in the life. So with this message I end today's video, and I wish you all a very happy Gandhi Jayanti, and hope we try to inculcate things out of these in our life, and we try to reduce our pace to maintain our health and our life in the optimum state that we wish it for. So wishing you all a very happy and healthy life and thinking ahead. Taking leave today, Ashish Nagar. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and click the bell icon, because I am going to push some good videos for you daily which will be related to your day-to-day life. So stay tuned with me. Thank you so much for being with me today. Happy Gandhi Jayanti. Take care. Bye-bye.